This is the Church of the Beaver Believer, and I am the Reverend Mr. Orange and Black. The Beavers are still headed in the right direction. 6 games in and still at perfection. The fans, they reside in football heaven. It's the team's best record since 1907. So they're all giddy, happy, and smiley, and singing the praises of head coach Mike Riley. Not long ago, some clamored for a new coaching resident. Now they proclaim Riley for president. Duck fans, meanwhile, are in their own kind of heaven. Their winning streak now standing at 7, so they're not the least bit hesitant to promote Chip Kelly for president. So I thought today it might be great to host the very first coaches' presidential debate. Greetings, everyone, from the spacious auditorium of the Church of the Beaver Believer, and welcome to the very first coaches' presidential debate. Let's meet our candidates. First, the head coach of the Oregon Ducks, Chip Kelly. Chip, welcome.
Hey, will you shut up?
Thanks. Good to meet you too, Chip. Let's meet our other candidate, head coach of the undefeated, wonderful Oregon State Beavers, the marvelous Mike Riley. Mike, welcome.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Our great pleasure, Your Eminence. Can we get you anything? Steak, beer, pillow for your chair, anything at all, let me know. Incidentally, although our debate today is being held inside the Church of the Beaver Believer, I, of course, am an impartial moderator. First off, let's find out a little bit about the character of our two candidates. Chip Kelly, how did you feel about losing football's national championship to Auburn?
It should have been mine in the first place, and now it will be. It will be mine!
Whoa. Steady, big fellow. Mike Riley, let's closely examine your character. You seem like a very nice guy. Are you?
Yes.
I thought so. Good answer, Your Kingness. Very insightful. Sure you don't want a beer? I think there's some back in the kitchen. Let's get presidential. First, Mike Riley, what do you think is the biggest problem facing this nation today?
I don't know what I'm going to do now because we are 300 miles from the closest In and Out.
That is a major worry facing everyone. Another excellent answer, Mr. Next President. I think we have burgers in the kitchen, too, if you're hungry. Chip Kelly, same question. Biggest concern for the nation today?
Can you give us a little respect?
I'm not sure that's a problem for everybody, but I can see where that might be a problem for you. Let's turn to the economy. Mike Riley, unemployment in this country has been and remains at 8%. Your take on that, please.
Well, as we go on, I feel real good about their consistency.
Keenly insightful, O champion of all that is good and wise. Chip Kelly, your take on unemployment?
This ain't hard knocks, and we ain't ever going to have hard knocks.
I suppose that's true if you're making $5 million a year and have Nike on your side. I want to ask you both, what is your take on being president? Chip?
It's not baseball. It's not another sport where you can afford to have a let-up. It's every single week is
I'm sorry, I didn't understand all of that. You know that sometimes you talk a little bit fast?
No.
Well, you do. Don't you agree, Mike Riley?
Yes.
You, sir, are a careful observer of all mankind, aren't you? All right then, Chip Kelly. What would you point to as something you've accomplished as a coach that would show why you would make a good president?
You know, I look at how many of our players from our defenses in the past are playing in the NFL. Casey Matthews, Spencer Grayson, Will Quaffle, Brendan Bear, Kenny Rowe, Eddie Pleasant.
What?
It would be nice if you guys didn't ask that question again.
Well, I have to because I didn't understand anything you said. Then tell me this. What are the main things you think you would have to do as president?
I got to block. I got to run good routes. I got to do everything.
Okay, then. One final question. It's yours, Mike Riley. Would you make a good president of the U.S.?
Yes.
Good enough for me. You've got my vote. And that ends our debate for today. Thank you for being here, Mike Riley.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
And thank you, Chip Kelly.
Hey, will you shut up? 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 Hey, will you shut up?